Hello everyone, Scoops here, brand new series, this is Dear Esther. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'll be straight with ya. This game did not win the poll. It came tied for third with Myst. However, all the other games that won are either really old or smaller indie games, and they didn't actually have any resolution options, and they always defaulted to my native resolution on my monitor, which is like just something that doesn't work for uploading. I have a really old monitor. So I'm playing this game for now. I did, however, I've been playing this for a while, so it's not a big shock to me, purchase another monitor, a good old cheap 1080p monitor, so hopefully I'll be able to play those other games. They'll default to this monitor's native resolution, and I can actually play the game. It'll actually be a good thing, because there's a couple games I wanted to play and it's always had an issue.
Dear Esther, I sometimes feel as if I've given birth to this island. Somewhere between the longitude and latitude, a split opened up, and it beached remotely here. No matter how hard I correlate, it remains a singularity, an alpha point in my life that refuses all hypothesis. I return each time leaving fresh markers that I hope, in the full glare of my hopelessness, will have blossomed into fresh insight in the interim.
That's very interesting, because I usually test these games out before, just to kind of make sure the sound's all good and stuff like that, which I think I'm actually going to turn up just ever so slightly. And that was a different introduction than happened before. That's a curious thing. Does this game breed replayability? I think it might. Anyway, I'm very excited about this game, because this is kind of like what started off the so-called walking simulator, as far as I can remember. It's one that kind of kick-started the whole thing. So it's all very cool. You know what this reminds me of? Ooh, some kind of chemical? No, element. There we go. You know what this game reminds me of, or at least this area right here? Did anybody ever play any of the Stalker games? Those are good games. I mean, kind of crappily made, but in terms of kind of setting and, again, atmosphere and stuff like that, you know, the things I like, very cool. Is there any way, hold on, let me check. I need to check if there's any way to interact. Is there like an interact button? No. We're just walking around. Okay, cool. It's a good thing to know, and surprisingly, some of these games don't actually tell you whether, oh. Up or down. I think this game breeds a good view, so I'm gonna go up. But it's surprising how many times games like these don't tell you whether you can interact with things or not. When I was playing the old city, it took me, I think, at least an episode or so before I actually knew that. Not that there's much to interact with, but you know, this game actually reminds me of Myst, in a way. You've fallen on an island. Oh, crap! Oh, God! Dang it! Alright, well, we're going down then. I was taking in the sights way too much. But yeah, Myst, you land on an island. That's, yeah, this game, because there doesn't seem to be much going on right now. Poll went very well. Thank you so much. I had like well over 20 votes, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the two games tied for the lead was To the Moon and King's Quest VI. Surprisingly enough, don't get me wrong, it's a good game, but I didn't think it would be that exciting. I didn't think people would really vote for that, but that's cool. And then yeah, tied for I guess third, you could say, was this game and Myst, which is another game I'm pretty excited to play, and I plan on playing all of them. I was thinking of, after every game, starting up a new poll.
At night, you can see the lights sometimes from a passing tanker or trawler. From up on the cliffs, they are mundane. But down here, they fugue into ambiguity. For instance, I cannot readily tell if they belong above or below the waves. The distinction now seems banal. Why not everything and all at once? There's nothing better to do here than indulge in contradictions whilst waiting for the fabric of life to unravel.
I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I want to finish all 3 of those games, or sorry, all 4 of those games. So I think I'm just going to play them in sequence. Although there's 1 or 2 games that are coming out on Steam that I'm kind of curious about. Huh, what could this possibly be? This looks like, I swear I've seen something like this before in, like, a geometry class. Maybe not. Maybe that's just spouting nonsense. This reminds me of a place I went to during my vacation, actually. Yes, this place with high tides. Man, this music's really heavy.
I have found the ship's manifest, crumpled and waterlogged under a stash of paint cans. It tells me that along with this present cargo, there was a large quantity of antacid yogurt bound for the European market. It must have washed out to sea. God knows there are no longer gulls or goats here to eat it.
Oh, this is... hold on. I'm still figuring this out. Brightness. Just a little bit higher, I think. Car door. Very interesting, very interesting. Yeah, I really know nothing about this game. Can I not walk up here before? Or at least very little about this game. Huh. Can I just go out to sea? Oh, interesting. Is this the end of the road? Seems kind of odd. Can you jump up? No. Oh, maybe I can go up here. No. Okay, this seems like a bad idea. Although I can still go out here. Oh, nope. Probably not a good idea. I'm out. I'm out. Forget it. Is this just a dead end then? Nope, we're good. We're good. Don't go under. Don't go under. We're cool. There you go. Huh. Yeah, this certainly feels like just a dead end. I was not expecting that. And there's truly nothing up here. What does that say? Doesn't look like anything. Alright. Well, I tell you what. Yeah, I'll probably just, I guess I gotta head back to the other area. Take the high road like I intended. I wonder if this is some kind of... I was trying to get down to, like, the game aspect of what I'm doing. And is coming down here, experiencing the little bits of dialogue that I have been, kind of like a check towards you know, completing it, getting a different ending, getting something else later, especially in a game like this where there's not necessarily, you know, I didn't get experience or something like that by coming down here. I didn't collect a new item or a key or something like that, so it ultimately is kind of pointless. Very curious. Very curious. Alright, but there's a stairway up here I'm sure we could take. It's funny, these walking simulators, the few that I've played, all kind of have a similar atmosphere. You know, very kind of isolated and bleak and dreary. I guess it's kind of the easier way to do it. Yeah, it is a very powerful thing, you know, looking at a scene like this. It is very interesting.
The mount is clearly the focal point of this landscape. It almost appears so well placed as to be artificial. I find myself easily slipping into the delusional state of ascribing purpose, deliberate motive to everything here. Was this island formed during the moment of impact, when we were torn loose from our moorings, and the seatbelts cut motorway lanes into our chests and shoulders, Did it first break surface then?
So far the dialogue's been pretty cryptic. Hasn't really revealed anything.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boat, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection. Wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this, to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Ooh. It's kind of an interesting idea. Huh, should I go right or left? Left heads towards this. Let's go that way. Left sounds good. Or can I just freely go between these two? Well, I guess we'll wait and see.
They were God-fearing people, those shepherds. There was no love in the relationship. Donnelly tells me that they had one Bible that was passed around in strict rotation. It was stolen by a visiting monk in 1776, 2 years before the island was abandoned altogether. In the interim, I wonder, did they assign chapter and verse to the stones and grasses, marking the geography with a superimposed significance that they could actually walk the Bible and inhabit its contradiction?
Ooh, what's that? A ship, I think. Kind of looks like it. What's that?
Dear
Another rock?
Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
What the hell? You hear that? Whoa. Oh man, I heard some like almost kind of static.
This hermit, this seer, this distant historian of bones and old bread, where did he vanish to? Why? Asked the farmers. Why? Asked Jacobson. Why bother with your visions at all, if you're just to throw your arms up at the cliff and let it close in behind you and seal you into the belly of the island, a museum shut to all but the most devoted?
Whoa, this is a cool area. Oh, it's that again. Yeah, that looks like it's like, I don't know, some kind of chemical compound, right? You got like the hydrogen, oxygen, carbon. It's all creating something. Maybe not. And trees, or like roots. Paint can. A hollow paint can. Oh well. Finished textures, you know, it happens. Am I heading back out? No, wait. Whoa. Okay. Alright, so that's a dead end there. There's something up above. Yeah, once again, I have little to no idea what actually happens in this game. Can I go through here? I want to see if I can make my way to the boat. Whoa. Oh, can I go down? I can. Oh, that's creepy under there. Oh, so I can kind of control myself and swim about. Interesting. This is seeming very non-linear, which is cool. Yeah, going underwater is just terrifying. Can't go underwater here. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, no. Whoa. Whoa, what's happening? Oh my goodness. I can't get out.
Back.
Okay, I guess that's not the way to go. Oh man, that was kind of chilling. I guess I can't make my way out there. I wonder if I can make my way up here. Kind of follow this upstream, because if I follow this, it goes to that kind of Stonehenge-y thing. Hopefully I can. It kind of looks like I can. There's a fence up there, so I'm assuming this is a path. Yes, yes it is. You can make it. There we go. So far, very intriguing. Hope I got the sound right. That's always a concern of mine.
The vegetation here has fossilized from the roots up. To think they once grazed animals here, the remnants of occupation being evidence to that. It is all sick to death. The water is too polluted for the fish, the sky is too thin for the birds, and the soil is cut with the bones of hermits and shepherds. I've heard it said that human ashes make great fertilizer, that we could sow a forest from all that is left of your hips and ribcage, with enough left over to thicken the air and repopulate the bay.
Well, that's a bit chilling. So, what happened to this island? Whoa. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Was that only me? Kind of this weird sort of alien sound, bubbly. Oh. That put chill down my spine. Ooh, I love when games add these little elements, just a tiny little thing, just a tiny little blip, just to make you question what you think is safe. You know, is something going to jump out at me and scare me? Probably not. I'm not going to have to fight anything. But just that a little bit of sound when I walked up to that pillar thing, the little monument. It's just all enough, just to make me question it. It's good design. Good design. I do love this stuff. Oh, looks like we're past the point of no return over here. Oh. Oh, loading. Interesting, interesting.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome break services. But although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Whoa, that's interesting. Huh. Up or down? I'm always drawn down in these kind of games. I feel like, you know, when you go down, it brings you closer to badness. Ooh. It's all very powerful stuff. A barrel. Not so powerful, but you know, a necessary piece of equipment. It's storage. Whoa. What the hell is that? Do you see that? Up in the top left? What is going on there? If I look directly at it, it vanishes. If I keep it to the side, it's still there. Let's see if I can get to it. We'll keep it in the sights. Oh, is it gone? I think it is. No, it's still there. I think so. No, I think it's gone. Curses, what the hell was that?
All
Oh,
night the
man.
boy has kept me lucid. I sat when I was at the very edge of despair, when I thought I would never unlock the secret of the island. I sat at the edge, and I watched the idiot boy blink through the night. He's mute, and he is retarded, and he has no thought in his metal head but to blink each wave and each minute aside until the morning comes and renders him blind as well as deaf-mute. In many ways, we have much in common.
Oh man, did you everyone saw that, right? Go rewind. Oh, I wonder if I can see it from down below again. I kind of want to still go down here and check this out, but I think I might go back up there afterwards. Although it looks kind of like a dead end over there, so I might follow that as well. I definitely saw that. Something creeping along this pathway. Just like a black figure. Oh, it sends chills. See, that's what... Ah. I wish more games had that kind of stuff, because it's so cool. So interesting. It just... Yeah, it's not there anymore. It's the kind of thing you wouldn't even necessarily notice, but it's there. And it just adds this little hint of atmosphere, that little something extra that makes you feel just hints towards things. It kind of goes to that show don't tell when it comes to storytelling. And again, you know, it adds that little bit of personality to it, because somebody might not even have noticed that. But it was there. Now it's not there anymore. Whoa, what the? Oh. Just flying debris. It's okay. I definitely want to head back up there, see if I can see more of those things. Whatever it is.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
What? What the hell are you talking about? I guess that's it. There's a little area over up here I could go to, but I kind of want to go up there. Although maybe it's kind of goes to the same spot. Yeah, let's go up here. It takes a while to walk anywhere, so I might as well. Follow my heart. Or, not follow my heart, follow whatever's closest. I'm sure we'll see whatever that was again. Or maybe we won't.
I had kidney stones, and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic. Your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Oh, wow. So it sounds like... It just sounds like getting set up. Should I go down? No, let's go up this time. Well, there's a pretty hefty cave there. Oop, don't want to fall down. Sounds like Esther might have been killed in a car crash. On the M8, I think it said. Now I want to start checking things in like the corner of my view just to see if something pops up. And whoever...
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft and understood that I must go up and then find the way under. I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
It's getting chilling. But yeah, that the narrator is... I don't know. Depressed? He created this island? Or sought refuge in this island, kind of away from everyone else? Perhaps. Oops, I'm stuck. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's head up to here. Oh, this is such... like, look at this imagery. I can see why this game got really popular. Just everything about this scene, right, is so cool. You get the clouds in the background, the blinking light of the tower, just the creepy old abandoned building.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
So it seems like this place, if it is real, it's quite the center for disease. Goats. I just, ever since that one time, I keep scanning the corners.
My heart is landfill. These false dawns waking into the still never light. I sweat for you in the small hours and wrap my blankets into a mass. I've always heard the waves break on these lost shores, always the gulls forgotten. I can lift this bottle to my ear, and all there ever is for me is this Hebridean music.
Can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, it just seems like a place of disease. A place where bad things happen to people. Alright, let's check this little building out. But yeah, I keep scanning the corners, just expecting to see something. It's just another... Oh, what's this? Oh, it's just a rock. This looks a bit different. See that? Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. Should I could probably head up. But let's head down here. The narrator did mention that we must go high to go low. So we'll go down a bit. Almost done the episode though. Tempted to see if I can drop down into... Yeah, let's see if I can do that. That will be the finale if I can drop down into there. I think I can. I think I can. Can I hoist myself up here? No. Up here? No. Maybe not. It kind of looked like I could. Whoa, what's this? You hear that? Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Alright, so maybe I can't hoist myself up here. I really want to. Really bad. Just looking at the time though, that's probably a good place to end it. Yeah, I think so. Actually, I should probably get to the next loading point. Because I don't think this game has any kind of save feature. I think it just goes by chapters. Let's hope that's not too far away. It's getting grim. I feel like maybe the sun's gone behind the rocks. Oh, nope, it's getting grim. This might be a longer episode. Hope nobody minds. Again, I keep half expecting to see something, a shadow of pure blackness, kind of scaling the cliffs beside me. Oh, this place is not a good place.
Jakobsen's ribcage, they told Donnelly, was deformed, the result of some birth defect or perhaps a traumatic injury as a child. Brittle and overblown it was, and desperately light. Perhaps it was this that finally did for him, unable to contain the shattering of his heart. In half-light, his skeleton a discarded prop, a false and calcified seabird.
Wow. It's depressing. I really hope I do see one of those things again. Maybe I'm obsessing too much over this.
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose.
Ugh.
He'd struggled halfway down the cliff path, perhaps looking for some lost goat, or perhaps in a delirium, and expired, curled into a claw right under the winter moon. Even the animals shunned his corpse. The mainlanders thought to bring it home unlucky. Donnelly claims they dragged it to the caves to thaw out and rot, but he is proving an unreliable witness.
Drag it into the caves, like the cave I'm heading into? Perfect. Always what I want to hear. Hey, let's go see a body. Oop, stuck on a twig. Good, excellent.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Ugh. Alright. Do you hear that kind of crazy sounds? Hope everyone can hear everything, because I feel like that's an important part of this game. What's that? Nothing. Alright. I have a feeling this will be safe. They're loading. Maybe not. Yeah, definitely something very creepy going on. Candle. Whoa. Oh, this is so cool. Can I climb up the side here? It really looks like a staircase, but no. I think I'm heading deep. I'm heading into the bowels. Oh, God. Alright. Well, that will be it for me today. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next. Ooh. Ah. That sounded like it hurt.
From here, this last time, I have understood there is no turning back. The torch is failing along with my resolve. I can hear the singing of the sea creatures from the passages above me, and they are promising the return of the gulls.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh, man. I didn't know this game was going to be like this. Who puts a candle down here? Ah, wow. Alright. Oh, this is such a cool scene. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. But sorry, yeah, that will be it for me today. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye-bye.